Namaste. Today we will be working on strengthening your digestion. When we have a strong digestive fire, a strong Agni, our mind can see and process our experiences a lot more clearly. You feel a lot better and you have a lot more fun. I know when I feel bloated, I can often be a crankopotamus. So let's go ahead and get this burning bright so that we can feel good in body and mind and serve our highest and greatest self. We'll start with Kapalabhati breathing. If this breathing and the retentions that follow cause strain, don't do them. Either slow down the Kapalabhati or don't do the retention at all. All right, let's begin. Hand on the belly if you've never done this before to help you feel the effects, and then exhaling out the nostrils for a count of 18. Inhaling. Contract the abdomen for 18. Inhaling, reaching open and up, extending the spine, holding the breath in. And exhaling, open mouth. So now let's take this Kapalabhati, this skull cleansing breath a little bit further. We'll do a count of 27. If you feel more comfortable with 18, go ahead. Inhaling. Reaching up, long spine, pushing the palms up, holding the breath in if that's available to you. And one more complete round, 18 or 27 at your own pace. Inhaling. Notice how you feel. Good, and let's come to tabletop position. And we'll start here with a little dynamic threaded needle. So knees are directly under the hips, hands or wrists underneath the shoulders. Inhale, root into the right hand as you extend and peel the right body open and lift the right elbow up. Exhale, right shoulder, right cheek to the mat. Inhaling, peel the body open. Exhaling, rotate. Let's continue that a few more rounds with your breath. And then land in the pose. Maybe taking the left hand in front of the face or reaching that left arm up and over your lower back for the right inner thigh. Pull the left shoulder blade back, get the shoulders to stack, and your hips want to sway to the left here, but draw the hips just slightly over to the right. And slowly start to release, and let's take it on the other side. Right hand directly under the shoulder. Inhale, lift that left elbow up, heel open to the left. Exhale, threaded needle. Repeating, moving with the breath. Got just a couple more rounds here, synchronizing breath and movement together. And then landing in your threaded needle, left shoulder, left cheek to the mat. Maybe the right hand comes in front of the face. Maybe it reaches up and around and for the left inner thigh. And then we start to stack the shoulders, drawing that right shoulder blade back, 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 back. Nice, even breathing, feeling the belly expand, feeling the belly contract. Using a light Ujjayi pranayama throughout this practice, that constriction in the back of the throat. And just bringing your awareness to the navel whenever you can. Coming back into tabletop position, back onto all fours. We'll do cow to child. Inhale, lift the heart and sitting bones. Exhale, belly towards the thighs, forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift the heart and sitting bones. Exhale, belly towards the thighs, forehead to the mat. Now squeeze the navel in tight towards the spine. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go back to child, accentuating the contraction of the navel in. Please continue there a few more rounds. One more deep breath here. And now inhale, shift all the way forward. Let the thighs come to the mat. Come into cobra, elbows brush by your sides. Exhale, lower down. Nose towards the floor. Inhale, lift into cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Squeeze the navel in. Please continue there. Inhale all the way forward into cobra. Exhale, laying down. Inhale, lifting into cobra. Exhale, child's pose, navel in. We've got a couple more rounds of that with your breath. Feel that the exhales really start to draw that navel in wherever you are. We'll do one more complete round here. Inhale, cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow, back through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Navel contracts in. A few more rounds with the breath. Getting into a nice fluid flow here. Feeling the belly expand, feeling it contract. Warming up the abdominals, one more breath. And then we'll land in downward facing dog. Fixating your gaze on your navel. Tractioning the feet towards the back of your mat. Slight bend to the knees. Push the sitting bones up and back. Long spine. Feeling the belly expand. Feeling the belly contract. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, contracting. Please continue there with the breath a few more rounds. If the shoulders feel a little fatigued, just come through tabletop. That's perfectly okay. Beautiful job, yogis. Let's go ahead and walk it forward towards the front of your mat. And then take a flat spine, open the wings wide, come all the way up to stand, and draw the hands to heart center for a moment. Feel the heart pulsing, and return to our intention for class today, to better digest, to better assimilate our experience so that we can see clearly and be established in our true high self. All right, let's inhale, open the arms wide and up. Exhale, flat spine all the way down, Jalandhara, chin in and back. Inhale, halfway lift, extend the arms forward and up. Exhale, fold, navel pulls in. Inhale, wide reach as you come all the way to stand. Let's try that again. Exhale, flat spine and fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, the navel pulls in. Arms reach wide as you come all the way up, inhaling. Again, exhaling, flat spine all the way down. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, folding, navel in. Last round, inhale all the way up. Exhale, flat spine all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift and hold here. Breathing, extending long from the crown to the tail. Feeling that abdomen contract with every exhale. Lower back getting nice and warm. Keep extending the heart forward, forward, forward. One more breath. And then slowly fold all the way down. Awareness on the navel. Steady your breathing. Hands flat on the floor. Step back. Plank pose. Top of a push-up. Feeling the body warm up here, finding yourself a long line of energy from the crown of the head to the heels, building a little heat, feeling the core of your body build more Agni, more fire. And then when you're ready, you'll go ahead and take your next exhale into knees down, elbows brush by your sides as you lay down onto your belly. Inhale, cobra, lift the heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Steady in on the navel, steady in on your breath. Contract the navel in as you exhale. And then step forward with the feet, walking them all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, pull the navel in. Inhale, arms open and up as you come to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take that flow just a little bit quicker this time, but don't make the breath stop here. Keep the breath smooth. Inhale, reach the arms open and up. Exhale, flat spine and fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, plank pose, top of a push-up. Holding here for a breath. You can do knees down, lay down cobra, or chaturanga to upward facing dog. The choice is yours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel the breath behind the belly. Focus the gaze on the navel. And just feel that as you contract, you're stimulating more digestive fire. Let's go ahead and walk those feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, navel in. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll repeat that one last time here. Big reach up. Exhale, fold. If you want more heat, arms forward and up as you extend halfway. Exhale, fold, plank pose. You can do knees down, lie down, cobra, or chaturanga to upward facing dog. The choice is yours. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Awareness on the navel. Accentuating the contraction as you exhale. Inhale high in the balls of the feet. Step the left foot forward and come to stand. All right, so let's get a nice wide stride with the feet. We're continuing this warming energy of the body, getting nice and warm right here. Left toe straight forward, dynamic side angle pose. I know most of you are pros at this, so go ahead, inhale, reach the arms open and up. And exhale, come into side angle, left forearm to the thigh, right arm shoots down and around at a diagonal. Inhale, big V with the arms, reach all the way up. Exhale, side angle. And just keep going in and out of those two poses. Maybe taking the left hand to the shin if you want a little bit more. But really feel the bigness of this pose. Feel that fire building in the body. We'll do one more of these and then land in the pose and hold the pose of side angle. So maybe the hand stays on the shin or maybe it goes on the floor in front of the foot, but you inhale, reach forward from that right side body through the armpit, through the elbow, and then exhale, rotate the navel towards the ceiling. Staying here in the pose, accentuating the breath behind the navel. Inhaling, feeling the belly expand, and exhaling, feeling the navel draw towards the spine as you hold your side angle pose. Good. Please continue there a few more breaths. Really reach out the right side body and really draw that navel in as you rotate towards the ceiling. Keep going, a couple more big breaths. I know we're getting warm here, but we want that fire roaring so that we can better digest. Good. Let's take one more big breath. Inhale, reach up, toes towards the side of your mat. Exhale, release the arms by your sides, and just take a moment to go inside, recenter, recalibrate, breathe. All right, let's rotate the toes towards the back of your mat for the same thing on the other side. Make sure the feet are not crisscross. The left foot will be slightly towards the side of your mat a little bit more. Ribs towards the side of your mat. Inhale, big reach with the arms. Exhale, side angle pose. And now move in and out of those two poses. Inhale, get big. Exhale, side angle. 4 more with your breath. Maybe reaching for the shin if that feels good. And then landing in side angle pose. Maybe the forearm stays on the thigh, maybe the hands on the floor or on a block. Wherever you are, really reach through the left side body and exhale, draw the navel in and twist it towards the ceiling. Continue to hold the pose, getting long through the left side body with every inhale, and then feeling the navel pull in and contract with every exhale as you draw the left ribs back and the right ribs forward. Please continue there, feeling the navel, accentuating the breath there, and staying with it, knowing that it just takes one little decision at a time, one more breath to build that willpower, to build that strength. So a couple more breaths here, you got this. And then inhale, come all the way up, toes towards the side of your mat. Exhale, release the arms by your sides. Taking a moment, recenter, recalibrate, breathe. Okay, let's step towards the front of your mat. Keep the feet about hips distance apart or just under the sitting bones there. And then go ahead and step the right foot back just a few feet this time. We'll move in and out of a dynamic one-legged fold. So parallel the hips to the front of your mat. Take the left hand to the lower back and the right arm up. So this is your middle ground as far as heat. If you want more work, more heat, both arms up. If you want less, hands to the lower back, all right? Inhale, long spine, Jalandhar, chin in and back. Exhale, flat spine and fold all the way down, navel in. Inhale, halfway lift, extend through the elbow, chin in and back. Exhale, fold, navel in. All the way up, inhale, all the way up. Exhale, stay. Again, inhale, long spine. Exhale, all the way down. Feel the navel contract in. Inhale, halfway lift, extend from the back of the heart through the elbow. Exhale, fold, navel in. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, stay. Another round, long spine. Flat spine as you fold. Half lift. Fold. Rising. Stay. Last time, long spine. Exhaling, awareness on the navel. Extending. Folding. Rising. And opening up to center. Feel the whole body. Go inside and recenter in on your breath. Same thing other side. So twist the toes towards the back of the mat. Make sure the feet are not crisscrossed. Parallel your hips to the back of the mat. Right hand to the lower back, left arm up maybe. If you want less, both hands here. If you want more, both arms up. Inhaling, long spine. Exhaling, folding. Navel in. Inhaling, halfway. Exhaling, folding. Navel in. All the way up. Exhale, stay. Again, rising, long. Folding, getting the spine as long as you can, for as long as you can. Half lifting. Folding. Rising. Staying. Again. You know what to do. Move with the breath. Be aware of the breath behind the navel. Last round. Open it to the side of your mat. Take a moment, recenter, recalibrate, and notice how alive and how energized the body is starting to feel now. A wide-legged fold. So get the feet nice and wide. Make sure the feet are parallel. The toes can be slightly internally rotated, just like a 1/4 inch or so here. And now, if you want more heat, the arms will be long in front of you. If you want less, you can take the hands to the hips. All right, so pick your poison now, and let's get started. Same action. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, flat spine and fold all the way down, navel in. Inhale, halfway lift, extend from the back of the heart. Exhale, fold, pull the navel in. Inhale, extend all the way up. Exhale, stay. Same pattern, long spine. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Fold. Upper arms in line with the ears. Long spine up. Stay. Again. Two more. Last round. You know what to do. And now let's walk the hands through the legs. Fix your gaze. Slow down the breath. Breathe. Awareness is behind the navel, feeling that contraction with every exhale, recalling your intention with your attention. And now as you hang out here, notice the steady quality of your mind, as the mind has been so focused on your breathing, so focused on your drishti and that agni that you're building. And keep your focus there. Keep it on the navel. Keep it on that fire. The stronger your fire is, the better off you are as far as digesting and assimilating your experience, and as far as having great health. Let's take the hands to the hips, find a flat spine, and come all the way to stand. And then we'll step forward towards the front of your mat. We'll start to prepare for a Parivrtta Trikonasana twisted triangle pose. You might choose to have a block handy here. If you have a wall nearby, I always recommend using the wall because it can make you go a lot deeper into the pose, but it's not necessary. I'll demo with the wall for those of you that want to do it, but you can do it freestanding in the middle of the room as well. So let's place our left foot forward and our right foot just a few feet back, just like in dynamic Trikonasana, or dynamic one-legged fold there. And we'll take the block on the inside of the left foot. Parallel your hips forward. Inhale, reach the right arm up, get long. Exhale, flat spine and fold all the way down. Hello, table. Pull the left sitting bone back, extending from the crown to the tail. And on your exhale, rotate towards the left, sending the navel rotating to the left. Firm the shins in towards each other, and then as you exhale, feel the navel rotate more to the left. Now, if you're here and the shoulders are perfectly stacked and you want more, bend your left knee a little bit and place your block on the outside of the left foot. Those of you that are at a wall can place your hand on the wall, the left hand, and then rotate. Use it as leverage to draw the right ribs forward and the left ribs back. Wherever you are, push into the thumb side of your right hand, broaden the collarbones a little bit more. And now we'll stay here for about 9 deep breaths, really focusing our awareness on the navel, on the rotation with every exhale, and just feeling that belly breathe. And now if you'd like to take this a little bit further, you can start to imbue an intention into this. Let's wring out a bad habit that we don't want in our lives. Think of one small thing that you could afford to let go of. And as you exhale and rotate, just feel yourself let go of that as you start to increase your capacity for digestion and release ama, toxins from the body. Let's take one more deep breath here. Exhale, twist, wring it out. And then slowly start to release. Come all the way to stand. Just take a moment standing tall. Notice the effects. And now let's try it on the other side. So go ahead and rotate and grab your block, placing it on the inside of the right foot. Make sure the feet are not crisscrossed at all. They're in railroad track alignment. Parallel the hips towards the front of the mat. Right hand to the lower back. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, flat spine and fold all the way down. Hand on the block, extending from the crown to the tail. Pulling the right sitting bone back, inhaling here, and then exhaling, rotating the navel to the right. Firming the shins in towards each other, feeling the inner thigh squeeze a little bit too, and then continuing that rotation. And if you want a little bit more, you bend the right knee, place the block on the outside of the right foot, find the rotation again, and then start to float that right arm up. Maybe you're using the wall, maybe not. Wherever you are, keep working the rotation. And now we continue with awareness in the navel. Perhaps we add a little bit more intention to that. What could you let go of? I had a little Netflix binge going on this week. I could let go of 1 or 2 episodes at the end of the day, sure. So whatever it is, maybe it's a cup of coffee, a sweet treat. We're at home, we tend to walk to the fridge a lot more times. So see, just find something, one little thing that'll help you thrive. And now wring it out, just a few more breaths. Really squeeze it out with every exhale. Create a resolve to let that go. Good, and now slowly start to unwind and come to stand. Standing nice and tall at the top of your mat now. Take a moment, notice how you feel. Great. And now earlier we did Kapalabhati, and we also did an exercise where we had our body parallel to the floor in a fold like this. So we're going to combine the two, okay? And so take your hands to the hips, spine is long. We'll rotate about just a little bit from here, about 30 degrees or so. Hold here, slight bend to the knees, long spine, Kapalabhati 18. Inhaling up. Exhaling, stay. Easy peasy, right? Let's try that parallel to the floor now. Inhaling. Exhaling, parallel. 18. Inhaling up. Exhaling, stay. Whew, starting to feel a little bit more awake, right? Now we'll do it exhaling out the mouth instead. So it'll be like a shh, shh, shh. All right, 27 rounds. Inhaling, parallel to the floor. Shh, 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 Inhale all the way up, and exhale, take a moment, stand tall, notice the afterglow of the practice. Inhaling, opening the arms wide, reaching up. Exhaling, flat spine and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extend from the back of the heart. Exhale, step back, plank pose, top of a push-up. Holding here for a few deep breaths. Exhaling, softening to the knees, letting the ankles cross as you sit between the heels and take the legs forward in front of you. Scoochie forward on your mat so that you don't fall off. And then come here, we'll come into a few rounds of Navasana, boat pose. So we're really getting our Agni nice and warm, really also strengthening the lower back today, strengthening the area around the colon. And what all this will do will just help with the flow, moving down and out. All right, so hands by your sides. You can sit nice and tall, puff up the heart. Level 1, you're just a light touch on the floor. Level 2, knees bent, shins or calves parallel to the floor. And maybe the arms come up, maybe not. Maybe the arms lift up, the legs straighten. You choose where you want to be. I tend to like it right in the middle here. Let's take a few deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling, awareness behind the navel. Half boat, hovering above the floor, shoulders off the mat, feet off the floor. If it's too much, do one leg at a time. Otherwise, hold here, navel towards the spine. Inhale, reach up, sit up. Exhale, flat spine and fold over the legs. Take a few breaths here, cool down the body. And then come all the way up. Exhale, release, and let's try it again. Okay, so either knees bent, hands by your sides. Level 1. Level 2, calves parallel to the floor, maybe arms up. Level 3, legs straight. Biggest level, arms up, legs straight. You choose where you want to be. Half boat. Now, if I wanted to be mean, I would say Kapalabhati here. So yeah, let me be mean here. here. Let's do 18 Kapalabhati. Inhaling up, sit up. Exhaling, fold. Woo! I guess all that fire is building. Inhale, reaching the arms up as you sit tall. Exhale, releasing the arms by your sides. Excellent job, yogis. Let's go ahead, cross the legs, come through tabletop. And just that flow we did at the beginning of class, you'll inhale, shift forward, cobra. Exhale, lay down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's. Again, inhale, cobra. Exhale, lay down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's, navel in. A couple more rounds with your breath. Last round, take your time. And then we'll meet in child's pose. Keeping the thighs underneath the belly for this child's. And once again, as you exhale here, tap into that idea of letting go and releasing that habit that does not serve you. Recall that one small thing you can do for the rest of the day or for tomorrow to make that day a little bit better and brighter, to make yourself thrive a little bit more. We'll slowly start to sit onto the heels. Good, and then we'll start to make fists with both of our hands. So open up the hands wide, draw the thumbs in, wrap the fingertips around the thumbs, and then place these fists underneath the abdomen, or onto the abdomen really. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, fold over those fists, and start to dig those fists into your guts. So those of you that ate a big breakfast today, maybe this isn't so great, right? But this is a great way to get Ama moving in the body. Continue to breathe here. And with every exhale, just dig those fists in a little bit more. Ama is undigested toxins, undigested goo, and it can feel a little bit painful to kind of move it around, right? Not necessarily pain, but more like ache. So just kind of massage it so that you can get whatever's stuck into flow again. Excellent. Let's slowly start to come up, sit tall, start to notice the effects of your practice so far. And what it's like to build that Agni, how the mind sees a little bit more clearly when your digestive fire is stronger. When you're burning through old karmas, old habits that don't serve you, when you're letting go of that stuff. Right? It's a whole new world. All right, let's turn around and lay down onto our backs on your mats. You'll take the knees up and the arms straight out to your sides now. And this will be like Parivrtta Trikonasana, twisted triangle, but on the floor. So we'll shift our hips over to the right a few inches, extend the left leg on the floor, extend the right leg up. This will be your inhale, and then your exhale, rotate the hips to the left, turning the gaze over the right shoulder. Again, inhale, lift the right leg up, pushing through both heels. Exhale, twist the hips to the left. And just go in and out of that a few more rounds with your breath. Last round. And then we'll hang out in the twist. Now, from here, get both shoulder blades flat onto the floor. You might have to scooch your left shoulder blade over a little bit. And inhale, bend the right knee, squeezing the right heel in. And exhale, kick the right foot towards the left hand. Again, inhale, squeeze the right heel in, bend the right knee. Exhale, kick the right foot towards the left hand. Please continue there, really getting that right leg as high as you can when you kick it to the left hand. Good. And as you do this, you'll start to feel the right lower back warm up. Once again, we're warming up the area surrounding the colon, promoting better downward flow. And releasing that which gets stuck there. Good. So go ahead now and straighten and hold. Those of you that can reach your foot with the left hand can do that. Otherwise, straighten and kick it up and use your muscles to get it nice and high. And then shift your gaze over the right shoulder. If you want to get the foot grab and you can't, use a strap or a tie or whatever you have at home. All right, let's slowly release. Take the leg up, release the leg to the floor, shift the hips back to center for a moment. Just observe. And now one side might feel a little bit rigid and the other side might feel completely relaxed and loose. Let's let it happen on both sides now, eh? All right, shift the hips over to the left a couple inches. Extend the left leg up. I have to move over so I don't kick my chest here. So inhale here, and then exhale, rotate the hips to the right. Inhaling up, exhaling, rotating the hips to the right. And now move dynamically about 4 more times. Maybe letting the gaze go over the left shoulder as you twist if it feels okay for your neck. Otherwise, just look up at the ceiling. That's okay too. One more rotation, and then we'll land in the twist. And from here, we work the shoulder blades flat onto the floor, and we start to pump the leg, inhaling, bending, exhaling, extending through the heel. Inhaling, bending, exhaling, pushing through the heel. And just continue that. Really start to kick that left foot towards the right hand. Get it as high as you can. Good. Extend and hold now. Maybe you're reaching for the foot. Maybe you're just kicking the leg up nice and high. Inhaling, lifting the leg up, and exhaling, lowering the leg down, taking a moment, noticing. And now both feet on the floor, knees up. Inhale, open the knees wide. Exhale, close the thighs together. Inhale, open the knees wide. Exhale, close the thighs together. One more round. And now we'll open and stay in Supta Baddha Konasana. If it's available to you, or if you want a little support, just place blocks underneath your thighs or pillows, whatever you have at home. You can place them right underneath the thighs to support the legs. Otherwise, let's lay down here for a moment. Feeling the belly expand and contract. Letting that breath come into the pelvic belly a little bit. Relatively little movement in the chest, most of it's just in the belly. Slowing down the breath, getting the exhales to be a little bit longer. Maybe it's a 6 or 8 count exhale. Work your way to a long exhale, regular inhale. And now we'll start to extend the legs out into Shavasana. So laying down in corpse pose, feet about as wide as your mat, shoulders slightly under the chest, arms by your sides, palms up. Continuing to lean into those longer exhales. Feeling that with each exhale, you let go a little bit more. Each exhale, you release tension in the body and mind until you come to a place where you start to feel like you dissolve. You evaporate. Bring your awareness to your breath. And notice how the belly moves with your breath. Just draw one hand to your belly and feel the breath move the abdominals there. Feel yourself this living, pulsing, breathing, thriving organism. Organic and attuned to the universe. Start to roll to your side, allowing your head to rest on your arm. And slowly make your way up to your seat. Sitting tall yet relaxed on your blanket or a block, whatever's appropriate. Joining the tips of the pointer and thumb fingers together. And bringing your awareness back behind the navel, right in Manipura chakra. Feeling the body move with the breath there. And from deep behind the navel, starting to see a flickering flame, your Agni. And now watching that flame start to rotate around the navel. And feeling with every exhale that you ignite the fire a little bit more and it propels into a faster circle around the navel. Eventually, the entire belly, the entire abdomen is filled with this vibrant fire, warming, illuminating, transformative. Bowing the chin towards the chest and the hands to heart center. Vowing to keep that fire burning bright, remembering you are what you eat and don't excrete, and that includes all of the five senses, everything that you take in. May we be clear-headed and keep our fire strong. Namaste. Bowing in gratitude to the Guru lineage. Have a wonderful week.